Hello everyone and welcome to Wonder Talk episode number 18. If you're not familiar with this series, I go through my character's background, history, and roleplay story, the stuff that doesn't get covered in the actual game. On the last episode of the playthrough, it ended on a really cool note. We finally hit Balmora and are just going through the different quests there. Next episode, I'll actually get to meet another acolyte or apprentice who just recently finished their trials on Corbon, and I'm really looking forward to that. On the last episode of Wonder Talk, I asked you all, did Javiik's father know he was force sensitive? From our previous talks, we decided that his mother definitely was, but his father was kind of up in the air. You guys were pretty solid. Most of you said either he did not know, it was a secret even to him, or Javiik's mom didn't tell him, he found out kind of like in dire straits or by accident or something like that. So I think I'm just going to keep it that he never knew that Javiik was force sensitive, and if they ever meet, that's going to be a really interesting time for both of them. Surprise, Dad! Anna Sumner had a really good question though. Is Javiik's father still alive? And this is a question we haven't really answered yet. The only time we've really talked about Javiik's father is in the very first episode of Wonder Talk when we were deciding the basics about my Sith Inquisitor, and this is what we know about Javiik's father so far. This tradition carried on through the Vada generations. I just realized it said it carried on through the Vada generators. This tradition carried on through the Vada generations until the Galactic War began to break out, where Javiik Vada's young father decided to join the war effort and was shipped off to Dathomir, hoping to stop the genocide of a planet so close to their ancestors' home of Cathar. Not long after, House Thule began to make declarations of their own, leaving Javiik's mother unsure of their safety on the planet. Not having heard from her husband and presuming him dead, she quietly extracted her son who was serving as a page under House Thule, and together they packed a majority of their trade goods into one of their cargo ships and left their Alderaanian homeland behind. So we also know that in general the Vada family, so Javiik Vada, Shiva Vada, the mum, and Mr. Vada, the unnamed dad, were free traders, farmers, landholders. They kind of had a couple businesses all rolled up into one on Alderaan, and they in general just made money through their business. Force sensitivity was not really a big part of their lives. For those of you who are familiar with the Sith Inquisitor story, we also decided that our Force-imbued lineage, I guess you could say, for spoiler-free, came through Javiik's mother's side. So his father is, as far as we know, completely not force sensitive, not related to any force sensitives or anything like that. So last couple episodes I was asking you about Javiik's mother, but now let's move on to Javiik's father, who we know from a little song spoiler a while ago we'll see something to do with him on Tatooine, and we'll actually be meeting his mum somewhere on Balmora. But what is Javiik's father like? His mother is a pale, furred, very small, sweet, very charismatic, and really good at predicting what's going to happen on the markets kind of person. But what is his dad like? Did he have a really tall stature like Javiik does, or was he small more like Javiik's mum? Did Javiik get his dark fur from his dad? What's his dad's name? What was his dad's role in the business? How did his father go and join the war on Dathomir? Was he recruited? Did he join willingly? Did something trigger him going to help? Or was he heading to Dathomir for some other reason? Did he have friends there? Was he peer pressured? What happened? And last question, this isn't for deciding the story though, this is just for my curiosity. Do you think that Javiik's father is still alive? We know that he went off to the war to help on Dathomir, but we never really heard anything about him after that. We don't know if he went missing, or if he died, or if he ever even made it off of Dathomir. Do you think he made it? Do you think he died on Dathomir? Do you think he made it off of Dathomir? Where do you think he is now? I'll see you guys on the next episode of Wonder Talk. Bye!